In 1867, Russia pulled off one of history's head-scratchers. They sold Alaska to the United States. The price tag? Just $7 million. That's over 586,000 square miles of icy wilderness. It worked out to about 2 cents an acre. Picture that, a landmass bigger than half of Europe, gone for pocket change. Back then, folks laughed it off as Seward's Folly. William Seward was the U.S. Secretary of State who inked the deal. Critics called Alaska a polar bear playground, frozen dirt, no good to man or beast. But dig deeper, Russia had cold, hard reasons to cut bait, real desperate ones. Russia's fur fever dream. It started way back in the 1700s. Russian explorers pushed east across Siberia. They hit the Aleutian Islands, then the mainland. Captains like Vitus Bering staked claims for the Tsar. The prize? Sea otters. Those furry swimmers had coats thicker than a Russian winter coat. One pelt fetched more than a year's wages back home. Ships loaded up. Forts popped up along the coast. New Archangel, now Sitka, became the hub. Orthodox churches rose. Aleut names got pulled into the hunt, or else. By the 1800s, the otters thinned out. Hunters got greedy, killed off the best spots. Beaver and fox helped a bit, but profits tanked. Russia squeezed the colonies harder. Natives rebelled. Things got ugly. Blood on the snow. Only a few thousand Russians lived there, mostly traders and priests. No farms took root. The soil stayed frozen. Supplies? They sailed 12,000 miles around South America or overland through storms. Cost a fortune. Fast forward to the 1850s, Russia picks a fight with Britain, France, and the Ottomans. The Crimean War, bloody mess. They lost Sevastopol, lost face, lost cash. Britain eyed Russia's weak spots. Alaska sat exposed, right next to their Canadian turf. Tsar Nicholas I poured troops in. Pointless. After the war, his son Alexander II took over. Smart guy, saw the empire buckling. Serfs freed in 1861, reforms everywhere. But money? Tight. Alaska drained the pot. No loyalty meant no loyalty. Britain could grab it any time. Edouard de Stockel, Russian diplomat, whispered the idea. Sell it to the Americans. They hate Britain too. Uncle Sam snapped it up. Strategic buffer, Pacific dreams. The deal that shook the world. Late 1866, talks heat up. Seward's all in. He visits Russia first, loves the vibe. Back home, he meets Stockel at midnight. March 30th, 1867, treaty signed in Washington. $7.2 million. Gold on delivery. Congress balks, waste of money, but Seward pushes. Funds clear. October 18th, Sitka. Russian flag drops, stars and stripes up. Locals chip blue ice into the sea. Weird ceremony, muted cheers. Just 500 U.S. troops show. Russia bolts. News hits papers. Seward's Folly, iceberg, wall Russia, punchlines everywhere. Horace Greeley gripes. But the land? Vast. Mountains, rivers, untapped. The hidden jackpot Russia missed. Gold strikes first. Klondike, 1896. Cassiar before that. Miners flood in. Then oil, Prudhoe Bay, billions of barrels, trillions in value. Gas, too. Alaska's a powerhouse now. Exxon Valdez spill reminds the world, rich veins run deep. Russia shrugs then, smart move at the time, no way to hold it. But hindsight, brutal. That $7 million buys a few palaces. Today, pennies next to Alaska's haul. Strategic blunder. Empire trimmed too quick. Alexander II paid for reforms. Assassinated 1881. Bombs from radicals. Alaska ghosts his choice. U.S. scores a gem from folly to fortune. Echoes across the ice. Think about it. No Alaska purchase. World War odds shift. Japan eyes it. Britain blocks. Cold War bases gone. Oil stays buried. History flips. Russia cut losses. Bold call. But the sting lingers. $7 million for a treasure chest. The mistake that keeps on giving lessons. What would you do? Frozen land or quick cash? History picked for them and laughed last.
Russia knew Alaska inside out back then, or thought they did. Colonies ran on fur and fear. Russian-American company called the shots, monopolized trade from 1799. Ships from Sitka hauled pelts to China. Canton markets paid gold. But cracks showed early. Natives bore the brunt. Aleuts, Tlingits, Athabascans. Forced labor. Smallpox wiped villages. Survivors hunted or starved. Rebellions flared. 1802, Sitka burned. Tlingit warriors torched it. Russians rebuilt with cannons. Brutal peace. Daily grind? Loggers felled spruce for masts. Fishermen salted cod. Priests baptized crowds. Orthodox icons in log churches. Women wove baskets. Men paddled kayaks. Winters crushed spirits. 60 below zero. Blizzards buried forts. Scurvy gnawed gums. Few families stuck it out. Administrators rotated home. Soldiers deserted. By 1860s, population hovered at 1,000 Russians, 10,000 natives under thumb. No roads, no rails. Moscow felt galaxies away. Tsar's edicts? Yellowed paper. Native voices buried in snow. Tlingit chief Mikhail holding a grudge. 1860s raids. Russians hanged rebels. Stories passed oral. White strangers steal souls. Elders warned kids. Kayaks dodged patrols. Hidden salmon caches. Quiet defiance simmered. Aleut elders remembered otter days. Grandfathers paddled badarkas dawn to dusk. One skin, 100 rubles. Now, empty seas. Starvation winters. Company Promyshleniki, hunter bosses, whipped laggards. Mass graves dotted islands. Inland, Denina traded furs at forts. Vodka flowed. Debts chained them. Escaped slaves from California mines hid in hills. Mixed-blood kids grew up translators. Bridge worlds. But loyalty? Fluid as spring thaw. Negotiations, smoke-filled rooms. Zoom to 1866. St. Petersburg buzzes. Grand Duke Constantine nudges Alexander II. Alaska bleeds us. War debt from Crimea? 800 million rubles. Surf buyouts, strained treasury. Pacific Fleet? Weak. Britain's Royal Navy laughs. Foreign Minister Gorchakov greenlights Stokel. Test Americans. Edward Stokel sails to D.C. Seward waits eager. Tall, skinny, workaholic. Lost an eye young. Wears a patch vibe. Meets at State Department. Midnight chats. Cognac loosens tongues. Seward pitches expansion. Canada next? Hawaii? Stokel counters. 5 million? Seward scoffs. Too low. Back-channel cables fly. Tsar approves 7.2. March 30 dawn. Quill scratches parchment. Stars wink over Lafayette Square. Senate fight brews. Sumner chairs foreign relations. Orator king. Delays ratification. Frozen hellhole. 4 months bickering. April 9 vote, 37-2. Funds drag. Gold leaves New York sub-treasury August. Sitka handover chills the air. October 18, 1867. Rain lashes Sitka. Baronoff Ivan drips. Russian governor Prince Maksutov paces castle. American ship arrives late. Stars and stripes soggy. 500 doughboys march mud. Cannons salute. Flags swap masts. Locals gawk. Tlingit lurk woods. Russians pack icons, samovars. Officers toast vodka. Tears flow. Mother Russia fades. U.S. Major General Jefferson Davis, Jefferson's nephew, takes keys. Chips blue ice into harbor. Tradition weird. Waves lap fragments. Troops loot. Whiskey binges. Natives trade curios. Stars and stripes pins for beads. Army pulls out 1870. Sitka ghosts. No governor. Lawless drift till 1884.
Modern what-ifs sting worst. Rewind tape. Russia keeps Alaska? Trans-Siberian pushes north. Vladivostok twin. Japan wars different. Russo-Japanese 1905. Alaska bases tip scales. World War I. Allied Pacific hub. No sale. Britain grabs 1867. Canada bulges. US boxed out. Spanish-American War flips. Cold War. Soviet Alaska nukes Canada. Oil fuels Politburo. Pipeline to Europe. OPEC whimpers. Today, Exxon pumps 2 million barrels daily. Pipeline snakes valleys. Trans-Alaska marvel. Native corporations thrive. Billions in dividends. Russia eyes Arctic now. Melting ice reopens wounds. The sting that never fades. Alexander II walks St. Petersburg spring 1881. Bomb shatters carriage. Nihilists cheer. Reforms killed him. Alaska? Footnote then. Legend now. 7 million bought time. Lost eternity. U.S. thanks Seward. Statue gleams Manhattan.
Alaska Permanent Fund pays citizens yearly, $1,000 each. Russia's regret? Vodka chasers in Moscow bars. What if toasts echo? History loves irony. Frozen trash heap births empire jewel. Bold dump turns epic blunder. Russia's mistake? Smart yesterday, tragic forever. Land of midnight sun laughs last.